We're going to go back out to the Twin Cities right now. Mike Bordick in the Masson broadcast booth. And Mike, when you look back at the situation with the starters overall now over the last couple of games for the Orioles in the series, it was one of those things where, it just seems to me that the Birds had some trouble trying to get some scoring against the Minnesota Twins over the last couple of games.
No, they really did. Unfortunately, the Orioles ran into them at the wrong time. Their starters have been struggling all season, the highest earned run average, in baseball. And next thing you know, they come in and shut out a pretty tough Orioles offense, an offense that really started to come on strong. And Nolasco throws a complete game. Fortunately, Ubaldo Jimenez had the game of the season here so far, matching him pretty much. And he gave up 3 earned runs. Nolasco did. Then Correa came out. He has the highest earned run average in baseball, and he threw 7 strong innings, just giving up 1 earned run against the Orioles. And then Hughes today was tough for 6 1/3, just giving up the 2 home runs, that Nelson Cruz 2-run homer. So, their starting pitching stepped up when they needed it most. They just came off a tough doubleheader, and their pitchers went deep into ball games, really saved their bullpen. They were able to match up better at the end. So pitching really stopped this Orioles offense, and hopefully, they get an off day tomorrow and they can kind of rejuvenate themselves and be ready for that big Tampa series.
Mike, I thought Gonzalez was pitching pretty well, although he did have that 2-run double against him. Outside of that, he battled out of a couple of innings and then completely lost it in the 5th inning. What did you see?
Well, I saw the same. It was unfortunate there in that inning that he gave up that 2-run double. There was a double play ball that really should have been turned. I think Jonathan Scope could have closed a little ground on there. That ball got in on Florimon, and it was just a timing play. You got to be a little bit more aggressive, and that would have helped him get out of that inning. But he really labored through a couple innings, came up with some huge pitches. The inning he had runners at 2nd and 3rd, a couple big strikeouts there to get out of there with nothing. But laboring through, I think mentally, it was really tiring on him. And when he came out in the 5th, just nothing came out of his hand right. Came up with the 4 base on balls, and a lot of trouble there for Miguel. So really lost his feel for the baseball. And you're right, though. He looked good. He had command of his pitches. Just the 1 inning really set him back.
Mike, let's go back to the entire series. The Orioles score only 6 runs. Nelson Cruz hits 2 2-run homers for 4 of the 6 runs. And really, when you get down to it, not that many other guys were hitting in the Orioles lineup. It's just sort of like a little slump for them right now?
Well, I don't know if it's a slump. I think you have to give credit to the Minnesota Twins pitching, first of all. Unfortunately, just weren't able to really string together some hits and put a lot of pressure on the Twins pitchers or their defense. Relying on a home run to really spark you, has proven not to be enough sometimes with this Orioles offense. They have to kind of manufacture some runs, string together a couple hits, really push 1 or 2 across an inning here and there. But they have been able to have some big innings. Just did not happen in this series. So bats got a little cold.
Well, Mike, as always, we appreciate your comments. We'll be looking forward to talking to you Tuesday evening when the Orioles begin the series against the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Petersburg. That's Mike Bordick in the Orioles broadcast.